Hey guys, welcome back to another video where we're just yapping. Today is actually my birthday, and don't worry, I'm still going to bring you a normal show, a normal podcast, as I typically do, because people on the internet, it's a day that ends in Y, so people on the internet are saying stupid stuff. So of course, the Brad versus Everyone podcast, you can listen on audio platforms or check back here on this channel later for normal content. But I did just want to have a chat about it because I officially think that I'm old. I think I'm actually curious. Take a second right now in the comments and guess how old I am, because people are usually wrong about it. Then I'll tell you in a moment. Cue that like Jeopardy music or whatever. So I am 28 years old today, which to me, I think means that I'm officially unk. I'm officially busted and crusted. I don't know. Maybe I just feel old on the inside because especially living in Miami, I feel so old because people are constantly partying and doing drugs and like renting Lambos. And I'm here watching Law and Order reruns with my boyfriend at 9 p.m. So maybe I just feel old, but it is interesting because I've been doing political commentary and journalism since maybe 2018 when I was still in college. And so then I would have been just 20 or 21. So, but even then I was doing TV and stuff. So people usually thought I was older. They didn't know I was in college. And then even when I was fresh out of college and I was doing TV and working at a conservative magazine and all of that, people would regularly assume that I was like 30 or 35 or whatever, or sometimes even 40. People would be like, "Aren't you like 40?" And I'd be like, "Oh." But no, I think because I've done a lot. You can say a lot of things. You can love me or you can hate me, but I don't think anyone can be like, well, actually some people do say this, but like, you're so irrelevant. I've just done a lot over the years, from my Dr. Phil episode to testifying before the US Senate. I've been on cable hundreds of times, from Fox to CNN, Fox and Friends to Newsnight and beyond. And so I've been around the block a time or two. And it is interesting just because when you do stuff like that, people assume you must be 40 or whatever. But I was doing it at the time that I was 22 or 23. I talked about this when I had Jessica Tarlov on my channel for an interview, because we used to do Kennedy's show on Fox Business. Lisa Kennedy, the libertarian-leaning commentator and journalist. She still works at Fox, but her show tragically did get canceled. And I was doing that show when I was like 20, this national television broadcast, and people, maybe 21, even 22, and people just didn't know that. So they always assume that I'm older than I am. And maybe I also give that aesthetic or that energy as well. It might be my aura that's making, as the kids say, that's making people think that I'm old or that I'm unk, as people have called me on the internet, younger people who watch my content. But in a sense, 28 is really not that old, and there's so much left to do. And I think I have this problem where if I have to try to look at the bright side and be like, wow, you've done so much and you've built up this amazing career for yourself, and I'm financially comfortable and all this other stuff, because I'm constantly comparing myself to journalists and commentators who are, in my head at least, decades older than me. And like, I'm like, well, where's my national show? Why don't I get to interview politicians? Or why do they have millions of subscribers and I don't? And I'm like, and in reality, I should really be comparing myself to where they were at 28, which who knows, but it's certainly not where they are now. But I don't do that. But the flip side of that is comparison is the thief of joy, and like, oh, you shouldn't constantly be setting new goals and being like, oh, if I could just get 10,000 views a video, I'd be happy. Or then as soon as you do that, it's like, well, I really want 30,000 views a video. And so there's this, for people who are ambitious or climbers or really driven, there's this cycle that you get into where you're never really quite satisfied. But I think there's benefits and minuses of that, because on one hand, that means you're never just like happy and content fully. But on the other side, it means you're constantly pushing yourself and improving. And so I do detect that attitude among a lot of highly successful and interesting and accomplished people, which among whom I hope to count myself. I don't know, guys. I got more thoughts, more birthday reflections, but do just like, subscribe, comment. Please do consider becoming a channel member if you want to support my work and my content. So maybe I don't have to chase views or be as reliant on the algorithm and could just give you all my honest takes and opinions. But regardless, thanks for being here. And thanks to you guys for just giving me this wonderful life where I get to just set up in my office. And guys, I'm working on it, decorating. I know this backdrop is giving hostage tape, but it's just, I do so much content, like running multiple channels, running a whole podcast, and I'm doing almost all the work myself for it still. I don't have staff. I was talking to another content creator who's more liberal, who I might collaborate with in the future. He has like a team of 2 people that work for him. And I'm like, sounds nice. I'm still doing it all. I'm still at that phase. And I also have a really hard time like letting go, like trusting anyone to do things other than exactly the way that I want them. I'm a little crazy like that, but not crazy, just different. Anyway, I lost my train of thought, but I am working on the background and getting it decorated. That's a lie. I lied. I'm not working on it, but I know I need to work on it. So I'm going to get to it. Can I just pay one of y'all to do it for me or something? Like, seriously. Because I just want it to look nice, but that is so not me. I'm so not that kind of gay. And what's funny is neither really is my boyfriend in terms of like, he's very stylish. He did basically redo my whole wardrobe as we were dating. Things just started disappearing. Like I had this blue and gray Under Armour ratty ass sweatshirt. And one day I was like, where did that go? Where's my sweatshirt? Have you seen it? He's like, oh, I threw that away a year ago. And I'm like, oh. So he did slowly redo most of my wardrobe. And that's why now you see me in the chic and stylish clothing that you do now, rather than like Under Armour sweatshirts and cargo shorts. I'm not kidding. I had cargo shorts. But he's not really like a decor gay, like interior design. And the other thing is that this apartment that we're in Miami feels ethereal. It feels like temporary. We're probably only going to live here for the 1 year and then move again. We're already like 4 or 5 months. So the effort of setting all up just to move, and then whatever place we go to will probably just be for a year again, and then maybe back to Michigan after that because of personal life stuff. But it's a little harder to motivate yourself. But I know that it's not giving cute. I understand, but hopefully you're here for my substance and my beauty, not my background. Anyway, guys, happy birthday to me. It was really sweet. My boyfriend got up and made me special birthday pancakes. I love pancakes, but I never get to have pancakes because he doesn't really like them. And he like decorated our kitchen and our living room with like streamers and happy birthday and everything. And I'm like, very sweet. It did make me feel special. So, and I think it's fair to say that I am special. Can't really deny that one. So anyway, look. He got me these Spindrifts strawberry lemonade. I am grateful to all of you. I am getting older, and I feel like I'm getting older because I constantly see the newest like social media shit, and I'm like, am I a grandpa? Because it seems so ridiculous and crazy to me. And even the language they speak is becoming alien and foreign. And I'm like, I am not that old, y'all. But I'm going to keep doing it. I'm so grateful, really, for the life that I have. And I owe it to you guys who tune into my videos and enjoy my content and maybe don't always agree, but still support me and still listen to what I have to say. And join me on our wild rides through delusional nonsense. And we're going to keep doing it, even as my hair starts to thin and get gray and I slowly wither away. But no, 28 feels good. It feels basically exactly the same. And I feel like I won't have my real, oh my gosh, I'm old panic moment in video until maybe 30. Then I'll be like, of course, but only applied to me. If you're 30 or 40 or 50 or 60, you're still young and vibrant. I am just feeling busted and crusted and old. But anyway, Y'all will have to let me know what you think in the comments. Are you surprised by my age? And yeah, thanks for tuning in. And I'll bring you a show later, but I'll probably take it a little lighter today than I normally do, simply because I want to relax and enjoy my birthday. So thanks, guys. Talk again real soon.